Oh, that's really embarrassing. I was just cleaning, but you know what makes cleaning even better? Audiobooks. My favorite audiobook app is called Libby. I can listen to audiobooks and read ebooks there for free. You just put your library card in, and it's like a library system. You can get every book that you could possibly imagine for free. I love Libby, and I highly recommend it. I'm listening to the final Gambit, the third book in the Inheritance games right now, and if you haven't already checked Libby out or given it a try, I highly recommend it. And sadly, I'm not sponsored, but maybe I will be someday. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Everyone needs to read this book. This challenge is really actually hard. I'm so grateful for all of you who actually support me. Welcome back, my very bookish besties. Today we are going to be doing a little different vlog. So today we are going to be trying to read 250 pages per day for 1 week. Not gonna lie, I'm really scared for this video, and I have no idea if it's just gonna blow up in my face. At this point, I'm recording this, and I have no idea if I'll ever be posting this to the world because I have no idea if I can do it. Because to be completely honest, I'm such a slow reader. I love reading, but I'm slow. I wish I could be fast. I don't know how some of you do it, but I'm going to be trying to read 250 pages a day, and hopefully that will give me some really good progress that I need for my growing TBR. But I have 4 main goals in this video. Number 1 is to finish Project Hail Mary. The movie comes out on Thursday, and I'm going to see it with my friends, so we definitely have to get this one done before then. The second one is finish Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I'm really loving it so far, but I'm only like 100 pages into it. The third one is to exceed my expectations. So instead of reading too little and disappointing myself, I'm trying to exceed my expectations. And the fourth one is to reach out of my comfort zone and try to read as much as I can, and try to read in different places, and try to just read differently from how I would usually. And the video will not end until I complete these 4 things. So either I'll never post this, or I'll be able to accomplish them. So let's get into it. I have been working on homework pretty much all day, but I did get a little reading done, and I think I was on like page 200 of Project Hail Mary at the beginning of the day. I do believe that I read 50 pages. So I'm on chapter 15, and I still have 200 pages left to read today. And it's already 7:20. But yeah, I'm about 250 pages into Project Hail Mary, and like I said, I'm about 100 pages into Check and Mate, and haven't read any of it today. So I still have 200 pages left to read today, and hopefully I'll be able to do it. I know that audiobooks will be my friend. I really like to do immersive reading, where I read the book while I'm listening to the audiobook, because it helps me read a lot faster as a really slow reader, and it just helps me immerse in the book more. So hopefully we'll do that with the books, but yes, I'm going to try to accomplish that. Okay, so to start the challenge off, I'm going to be reading Check and Mate. I'm 100 pages in. I'm hopefully going to be able to get to page 200 today. I'm going to be listening to the audiobook, and I'm going to be keeping track of how long I'm reading, so let's get reading. Okay, so I just finished my 100 pages, and it took me 1 hour and 40 minutes. So that's pretty good, actually. It's like 1 page per minute. So yeah, so I did make really good progress on Check and Mate, and now I'm on page like 217. And so if I'm doing the math right, I've read a total of 161 pages today, so I still have 39 left to go, but I'm gonna get ready for bed and then I'll read. Hello, my bookish besties. It's been 2 days since I updated you, and I think that it's high time I do so. I am very pleased to inform you that I did read 250 pages for both days that you did not see me, and although I do not have documentation of those days, I can assure you that your trust can rest with me, my bookish besties, because I read, and I read hard. So, I made so much progress on my books. On Sunday, I was able to read Project Hail Mary and finish Check and Mate, and I'll give you my review for that in a second. But then, on Saturday, I was able to finish my 250 pages that you kind of saw, and I'm very excited to keep reading during this challenge, and hopefully it goes as well as it has been going. I think I'm gonna give you my review, and then I will continue reading, and I have some school assignments that I need to read for the Count of Monte Cristo, and so yes, I did complete 2 goals that we had in this video, so we can mark off that I finished Check and Mate and I exceeded my expectations, because on Sunday I read 270 pages instead of 250. So yeah, let's get to that. Okay, so I did finish Check and Mate on Sunday, and I'm gonna say I was very surprised, and that seems to be a reoccurring theme this year, because I'm just going into all these books with like no expectations and completely blind. So when I read them, I'm actually pleasantly surprised that I haven't had any books that I've DNF'd this year so far, or any books that I'm like, that was terrible. So, I do think that I'm going to give this book a 4 stars. I've been thinking about it all day, and it seems like this is a good rating for this. But basically, in this book, we follow our main character, Mallory Greenleaf, and she loved chess as a kid. She always loved chess, and her dad was the one that influenced chess in her life. But when a tragic accident happens to her dad, she feels responsible for it, and so she stops playing chess. But then when her best friend Easton convinces her to go to a tournament, she gets back into it, and she even wins against the world championship. And I mean, the world champion. His name is Nolan Sawyer, and it's the perfect rivals to lovers. These two, if you haven't guessed, they kind of fall in love. That's kind of the point of rivals to lovers, if you didn't know. So yeah. Just, you didn't hear it from me, okay? But I really loved this book. The one thing that I didn't like quite about it was the amount of swearing, and never read the Allie Hazelwood book, but I didn't like that. And until she writes another YA book, I'm not going to be reading in here for books, just because of the content. But I did really like this. It was just a fun, easy read, and I think it was a perfect book actually to read to go into spring. And so yeah, I'm giving that a 4 stars. By the way, I do have this like very, 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 very empty wall, as you can see. And it is nice for filming, but not really nice for anything else. So if you have any recommendations of what I can put here, then I would love to know. oh yeah, it's me again. Because why else would you be watching this video unless you knew it was me? But I have to do math homework before I read, so let's go do it. Hello guys! So, I might have failed you in like multiple ways. Because first off, I didn't read 250 pages yesterday. And now it's the next day, and still haven't read 250 pages today. My math took me a long time, way longer than I expected, and I ended up reading at like 9:30. So I did read like 250 pages, but that's nowhere near 250. And also I didn't document any of that. So that's my 2 fails. I'm very sorry. But today, hopefully I can redeem myself. So, the movie Project Hail Mary, I'm going to see it with my friend Ben in 2 days. And it starts at 5:30 p.m. and it's on Thursday. It's currently St. Patrick's Day, and I know I got my green, and the couches are even green. You know, like, who doesn't love green couches? So we got this rainbow blanket. But yeah, it's pretty cool, St. Patrick's Day. Don't actually know why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but we do, and here we are. So anyway, the movie comes out in 2 days. I think for some people it comes out in 2 days. I think for some people it's already came out like a few days ago, because I've seen things about it already, which I don't understand, but it also comes out in 3 days for some people, so it just depends on where you live, I think. But it's Project Hail Mary, and it comes out in 2 days for me, so I'm going to see it with my friend Ben. And I'm on page 303, and this book has 476 pages. So if my math is mathing correctly, I still have 173 pages left. And if my math is also mathing correctly, that means that we can finish this book today if we achieve the goal of reading 250 pages a day. Because this is the only book I'm reading besides The Count of Monte Cristo for school. And I'm not going to read that today. So if we carry out with our 250 pages goal, then we will technically finish this book today. But I am going to a party in like 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours, so I have no idea how much I can read. And when I get back from the party, it will be late. So we're gonna try to read as much as I can. I got some popcorn, and we'll see, and I'll update you in a minute.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag. Yeah, my bag is loaded up with snacks and different foods.
Don't know what I was thinking, because I obviously cannot read a book and eat snacks at the same time. When I do that, it's like 90% eating, 10% reading. And I should be eating up the words, not eating up like a big back over here. But anyway, I'm gonna move into my room, and then I'll give you a little update. Okay, so we're back at the very blank wall in my room. And honestly, my room is not anything special. I mean, it's just a room. I mean, I do have all my books in here, but compared to all y'all's books, I have not that many. I just recently started actually buying the books that I read. I've always just read books at the library. And even though I have a really small channel, I'm so grateful for all of you who actually support me, and I hope to be able to continue to grow, and I just love books, and I hope I can make good content. But enough of that sappy nonsense. I'm going to lock in. I need to lock in because I have so much reading to do, and I don't even know why I'm not reading right now. I'm literally just procrastinating by telling you. I literally haven't been able to put this book down, so why am I not reading right now? I don't know. You should be asking me that. But I'm gonna get reading, and I have a little word of advice for you, okay? Just read the book. I don't care if you're a sci-fi hater. I don't care if you think that space will never interest you. I don't care if whatever. I don't care if you love fantasy. I don't care if you love romance. I don't care if you love any genre. Everyone needs to read this book. Everyone needs to experience the joy and the laughter and this heartbreak, and It's just so good. And the narration style is different from anything I've ever read. This book is probably different from any book I've ever read in my whole life. And I think that everyone should experience it. And I think that you should go read the book, watch the movie, and experience the excitement too. You can pick it up. Actually, you probably can't pick it up at your library because everyone is reading it. I've seen my Fable. It literally is just, I just scroll through Fable and it's like, Project Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. Everyone is reading Project Hail Mary. So if you, by chance, are one of those people that are watching me right now and you are not reading Project Hail Mary, or if you have never read Project Hail Mary, then you better get off this video right after this. Watch the whole thing, obviously. But then get off wherever you're sitting, get off your phone, get off your computer, and go to the bookstore or go to your library or go somewhere. Get the book. Go to your phone, get the book. Go to your Kindle, get the book, get the book. Read the book. You have to. I'm telling you, read the book. So it's actually been an hour since I last filmed that last clip, and so that's a little bit of a problem because I haven't read anything. So we're gonna start reading right now, and I'll update you when I get a little bit farther. Okay, so I have read a little bit now. I am on, I believe, page 334, and oh my gosh, a turn of events just happened there, and that was crazy. I don't know how to say this without spoiling everything, but for all of those people who have read it, I'm just gonna say, no, Stone, poor Stone. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And hopefully that didn't spoil anyone that's reading it currently, but this book is so good. Oh my gosh, I can't stress that enough. I love this book, and I'm so excited to finish it, and I'm like 70% done with it. And I don't know if the climax has happened because honestly, it feels like this whole book has been like setting up something. And I hope that the climax hasn't happened yet. It's really weird like plot structure. It's not the same as like every other book. And I really hope the climax hasn't happened yet. Because I hope there's like a big, huge reveal somewhere. That's like, what? But if you, yeah, I'm just awestruck. I think that's a good way to put it. But yeah, you definitely need to read this book if you haven't.
More about what it actually is about. Essentially, what it seems like is that it's going to be a series of 4 stories where our main character, Gerald, who is a witcher, goes about fulfilling.
Okay, so yesterday I was able to make some excellent progress on Project Hail Mary, and I am on page 357 now, so I have like 120 pages left, and I am loving this, and some crazy stuff has happened, and I'm just telling you, like I did yesterday, you have to read this. Whether you're a reader or not, I don't care. Read it. That's the big sentiment of this video. If that you get anything from this video, it's that you should read Project Hail Mary. And so I'm also going to do an update of what I've accomplished so far this video, and my main goal was to read 250 pages per day for a week straight, and so we still have like 3 days left of the challenge, but I'm going to put up some of the goals that we had in this video right here. So our goal was to read 250 pages, and I did this on most of the days. I started this challenge on Saturday, and I read 250 pages of like Check and Mate and The Count of Monte Cristo for my school reading, and then on Sunday I was able to finish Check and Mate and then read The Count of Monte Cristo and Project Hail Mary to read a total of 270 pages. So I completed the challenge for those 2 days. And then on Monday, I was able to read just Project Hail Mary and the Count of Monte Cristo to read 250 pages. And then yesterday I did, however, not complete the challenge. So I only read about 140 pages yesterday, and so I didn't exceed that goal, but I honestly am doing a lot better than I thought I was, and we did complete 2 of the major goals in this video, which was to read Check and Mate and exceed my expectations, which I both did on Sunday. So the main goal for today is going to be trying to finish Project Hail Mary, and hopefully I'll be able to read 250 pages. I mean, I only have like 120 pages left, so I don't know if I'll be reading 250 pages today, just because after I finish it, I'll be not trying to rush onto another book, but let's get reading. Watch this movie magic. When I get back to you, I'll be done with this book. I just finished this book. Oh my gosh. That was... I don't even have words to express the feelings that I'm feeling right now. This has to be my favorite book ever. And that's saying a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna give you my full review tomorrow after I sleep on it, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very high rating, if you know what I mean. Okay, so just as I said in that last clip, I did finish Project Hail Mary last night, and just in time too, because I'm going to the movie literally in 45 minutes. And I could not be more excited. Oh my gosh. This book was so good, and we ended off with a bang, and I just loved it so much, and it's definitely one of the top books. I mean, it is the top book of this year, and it's one of my favorite books of all time. It's one of the best books that I've ever read, and I'm so excited to see the movie adaptation, and I hope with all the soul in myself, that didn't make sense, with every fiber of my being, I hope that the movie lives up to the book. And obviously there's going to be some things that I'm like, well, that wasn't as good, but hopefully the main plot stays the same, and I'm just so excited to see it. I'm going with my friend Ben, and I'll hopefully be able to vlog some of it there. But now it is time for you to get my review of this book, and on Fable, I did give this book a 5 stars, but honestly, in my mind and in my notes app and in this vlog, I'm going to say that that book is a 6 star. And just as I said many times in this vlog, if you have not read the book, I highly encourage you to do so. And if you don't love it, then that's okay, but you might be missing out on one of the best books that you've ever read. I love reading because of that, and it really was a book that really reminded me of why I love reading. Also, side note, we did find a name for our little 8-ball ducky here. His name is Toodles. Shout out to Evie for giving me this name, and I'm so excited to have him be along with us on our reading adventures. And I am so excited to see Ryan Gosling play the main character. It's going to be so funny. I was picturing him the whole time through the reading experience, and I'm just so excited to see it play out on screen. But let's go to the movies. I'm so excited. Okay, we are back from the movie, and I have to tell you about it. That was hands down one of the best experiences of my life. I'm not even joking. Oh my gosh. The joy that the book gave me when I finished reading it was amplified by a lot when I watched the movie. It was so good. It was everything you could hope for and more in a movie adaptation. And it was so magical and wondrous and amaze. But I'm gonna say that the movie also gets 6 stars in my book. And even if you don't like sci-fi, I think you would still like this movie because it is purely a good movie. And because I was one of the first people to watch it on release dates in my area, I did get this poster, and I am so excited. I'm literally going to hang it up in my room. You remember that blank wall? Well, it looks like it's not going to be blank anymore, because this poster is going up immediately. The movie was so good, and if you've read the book, I highly encourage you to watch the movie. And this has just been a crazy reading vlog, and I'm so excited that I got to share it with you. Okay, I'm just gonna come flat out to you guys. After recording that last clip, I just was thinking that this challenge is really actually hard, and I have been trying my best to complete all of it, but I'm hoping that you guys will love the content even though I'm not performing at my best. And I just love vlogging to you guys, and I hope that this is enjoyable. Okay, so it's officially the last day of this bookish challenge, and I'm going to continue to try to read 250 pages today. So to do so, I'm going to read the Final Gambit, the third book in the Inheritance Games series, and I'm going to follow along with the audiobook. And I might be reading in the car or reading in different places, but I'm going to try my best to finish off this challenge with a bang. It seems like I really like to tell you that I'm starting to read and then not read, because I just got on a whole side tangent and ended up packing for Moab, which I'm going for my uncle's wedding, and also a bunch of other things, and editing more of this video. So I actually haven't read anymore, but hopefully I'll be able to soon. But I just thought I'd give you a little rundown of what I'll be reading while I'm in Moab, and also a little sneak peek of what my next video is going to be. Okay, so the books that I'll be bringing to Moab for reading are mostly parts of series, and I did show you my March TBR, and well, basically all of them are on it. So the third book in the the third book in the Natural series, All In, I'll be bringing to read and hopefully be able to finish it there. Then Spellmaker, the second book in the Spellbreaker duology, and then the second book in Percy Jackson, and then this is off theme, but Just Friends by Haley Pham. And I know that seems like a lot of books, and I definitely won't be able to read all of them at Moab, but I'm bringing all of them because my hopes are that I will be able to make some progress. I do have like 12 hours of driving to do, so that's a lot of reading. And then I'll also have some free time at like our hotel or whatever. And so hopefully I can at least make some great progress while I'm there. Okay, so here is the final wrap up of this video. I was able to read 5 out of 7 days with 250 pages per day, and I did complete the 4 other main goals in this video. I did finish Project Hail Mary, finish Check and Mate, exceed my expectations, and read out of my comfort zone, because I really don't like reading sci-fi, and I found my favorite book out of reading sci-fi. So I'm going to venture into sci-fi a little bit more, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!